I'm very privileged to announce a new series that is relevant to physics. So this series basically contains some basic concepts about the physics, that how stuff is going to be work in your daily life. So let's start with it. From the beginning, I'm going to start the introduction about the physics, and after introduction, we are going to use the units that are going to be used in physics, and for most important topic, that is uncertainty, as we can see the much uncertain things or uncertain readings or observations. So we should get idea about the uncertainty. So let's start. Physics is basically the study of the rules by which your physical world is going to be operated. So everything around you or everything that nature is going to show you is related to physics. So the rules that are going to be described, how the things are going to be happened, and the laws of nature that are governed by your physical object. So this is all about your physics. So the rules don't say why things happen. The physicists are most interested in being able to predict what will happen. So our main concept is going to rely over that what is going to be happen in this scenario. So many physicists think about that as they can see that how things happen, and they have answered that why this is going to be happened. So why does gravity pull things together? As Newton described the effect over 100 years before anyone asked why gravity is going to be happen. So Einstein suggested that mass bends space-time, but that is just a model. So nowadays we have certain confirmation of these experiments. So that is very good idea about the physics. So physics basically deals with the how, and why is philosophy. I believe God created the laws of the physics. So since he made the laws, he can stop the effects of those laws when he chooses. So this is called a miracle. So many scientists think that because they can describe nature so well without using God, that it proves God doesn't exist. But you will get an idea about that how we can relate all these things. I believe being able to describe these intricate interrelated laws shows the wisdom and might of the God. It allows for miracles. So God's laws of the natures don't change, neither do his other laws there. His other laws like treat other how you would like to be treated, or the 10 Commandments. So following his laws makes everything works better. Everything is work upon some model. So there should be some model, and after model, you are going to prepare some theory for that particular model, and after theoretical observation, you are going to govern a particular law. So what is model? A model is basically a representation of the something that is often too difficult or impossible to display directly, and it is only accurate under some limited situations. And if as far as the theory is going to be concerned, so theory is basically an explanations of the patterns in nature that is supported by your scientific evidence and verified multiple times by various groups of the researchers. Then we have law. So law basically uses a concise language to describe a generalized pattern in nature which was governed by your theory, so that is supported by scientific evidence and repeated experiments. Often your law is expressed in the form of single mathematical equation. So that is the basic theory of any scientific calculation or any scientific method. So scientific method basically contains model, theory, and law. So we can just concise all these things into scientific method. Scientific method can be used to solve many types of the problems, not just the science. So usually begins with observation and a question about the phenomena to be studied, and then the research is going to be done and hypothesis developed according to that particular observation, and then experiments are performed to test my hypothesis which I have developed, and finally analyzed, and a final conclusion can be drawn over to. So now we are going to start the unit. The units basically USA uses English system as was used by the British Empire, and rest of the world uses SI systems, and that is called System of International, and it is metric system. So fundamental units can only be defined by procedure to measure them, like if time is going to be measured in seconds. So the distance that is going to be measured in meters, that is shown in this figure, and then mass is going to be measured in kilograms. So this is a SI system, and similarly the electric current that is going to be measured in amperes. So all other units are derived from these four. So these are the four basic units, and we're going to derive the other quantities from these three basic units or four basic units. Then we have the Metricfixes. as you can see that some values are going to be measured in 10 raised to power, either in 10 raised to power, in 10 raised to power plus and 10 raised to power minus. So these are some prefixes and suffixes. So this is going to be used as 10 raised to power minus 1. Similarly, deca is going to be used as plus power 10 raised to power plus 1. So you have very familiar idea about these prefixes that are going to be used in your SI system. So we can memorize it from top to bottom. Then units can also be converted by any factors that can be cancelled out. Like if you have to convert the 20 gram into gigameter into meter, so 20 gigameter can be like 1 giga is equal to 10 to the power plus 9. So I have just divided it, I have just multiplied 10 is to the power plus 9 meter over 1 gigameter. So you can see that these things can be cancelled out. Sorry, I have just a little bit confusion over there. So this is about 20 into 10 to the power 9 meters. Similarly, we can convert 5 cg to centigram into kilogram like this. Centigram is 10 to the power minus 2 and 1 kilogram. If I have to convert it into 1 kilogram, so I have just divided 1 cg and then 1 kg divided by like this. So I would be result into 5 centi 10 to the power minus 2 and 10 to the power plus 3. So 50 grams. And if I'm going to convert it into kilogram, so this is about 0.05 kilogram. So 0.05 kilogram, and that is for further can be explained like 5 into 10 to the minus 5 kgs. So similarly, we can convert 25 kilometer into meter per second. 1 kilometer is equal to 10 is to the power 3 meters, and 1 hour is equal to 3600 seconds. So we can do it. So we have then the accuracy. The accuracy is how the close a measurement is to the correct value of measurements, and another important factor is precision. Precision of a measurement system is referred to how close your agreement is between your repeated measurements. So if this figure shows that accurate but not precise, there are the 4 dots and they are accurate but this is not precise. Precise means how repeated measurements can be related with each other. So this is precise because your all measurements lie at particular region. This is precise, but this is accurate. So the accuracy and precision of the measuring system leads to some uncertainty. So any device that can repeat it get the same measurements precise. If same measurements are going to be get by some device, so you have precise measurement but always be wrong. So what are the significant figures? Significant figures like this is the balance. You're going to measure some weight of the particular object, and this is the balance that you're going to be measure some weight of object in digital form. So significant figures basically used to reflect uncertainty in your measurements. So each measuring device can only measure so accurately. So the last digit is always on the estimate because you are not certain about that particular observation. To find significant figures, so ignore the placeholder zeros between the decimal point and the first non-zero digit. Then count the numbers of the other digits like this. There are the 3 significant figures 6, 0, and 2. So if 1032 000 is the figure, so there are 4 significant figures 1, 0, 3, 2. And if the 1.023 is the number, then there are 4 figures 1, 0, 2, 3 are the 4 significant figures. So rules for combining significant figures, so you can combine by addition or subtraction. So your answer can contain more decimal places, no more decimal places than the least precise measurement, like 1.02 plus 2.0223 would going to result into 3.04. So the last digits are going to be skipped. So multiplication or division, the result should have the same number of significant figures as the quantity having the least significant figures entering into your calculation. So like this, so you are going to get 2.026. So we are going to accept the 3 significant figures for all the problems in the future assignments if we have done. So thank you so much for the introduction.